as you can see from the title, today I am going to be reading romance books for a week. Considering that it is Valentine's week this week, I thought it was only fitting that I did this video. And the first book we're going to be starting off with is Icebreaker, because I feel like this is just the perfect one to start off with. It has a lot of good reviews. There's like a playlist in the book, so that sort of goes with the vibe of the book. I'm on page 30 and they have now met, and I already love their dynamic and banter. I can tell I'm going to really enjoy them when they are together and talking. And I have really enjoyed the writing as well. It's such a good pace. And I'm also now on chapter 4. You guys, I love Nate already. Like, I'm only on page 42 and he's already sticking up for him. He's such a nice guy already. I can just tell he's going to be a little sweetheart. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this. Like, it's going by so quickly. I'm now on page 75 and oh my god, their chemistry is insane. The way he speaks to her and stuff, I'm just like, oh my god, he's literally so confident and I love it a lot. I'm literally hooked now, like I love it so much. I'm actually gonna reread these two pages because I freaking love them. Page 74 and 75. I just have to reread them. Sometimes when I get obsessed with a couple in books, I sometimes reread certain bits because I'm like, did that really just happen? Like, am I imagining this? This is everything. I love the pacing of this book so much. Like, I like it when books don't take forever for action to actually happen. And it's happening. I'm really on page 76. I really don't like Aaron in this book, her figure skating partner. He is so annoying and so controlling and judgmental. Really don't like him, but he's doing too much. Like, no, leave her alone. And he's always like, as long as you stick to your diet, as long as you do this, and he's very much an arsehole and I don't like him. I'm now on page 174 and stuff is going down and my hatred for Aaron is just growing even more and more and more. This book is not what I expected. It is so spicy. Like, I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought it was a YA novel, YA book, but it's not. So just keep that in mind if you want to read it. It is a very spicy book. I'm done reading for today. I'm on page 203 and I am really loving it so far. The last scene that I just read was absolutely beautiful. The way Nathan was taking care of her was just so freaking cute. I love them so much and I love how caring he is for her. Despite there is a lot of spice in this, I don't usually love that, but in this book I am eating it up. It's so good. And I'm about halfway through the book, so I'm hoping to finish it tomorrow. Hi, so it is Wednesday now. I didn't do any reading yesterday because it was Valentine's Day and I was really busy. I was hoping to do a bit of reading but I just didn't get the time or the chance to. But I'm still reading Icebreaker and I'm now on chapter 29, page 256. And oh my god, why is this boy the sweetest human ever? Like, he literally came up with this whole idea so Anastasia knew that she was safe with him. That's how much he wants her to feel reassured. Like, what the heck, he's so sweet, I can't deal. What I would like to say about this book is there is a lot of talking about food and issues with food, which I really, really like because I really relate to Anastasia as a character because of this, because I also have had struggles with food. And I think the way this book writes about those problems is so good. It's really well executed and written in a very well-mannered way, and I really appreciate that as a person who does struggle with things like that. I really enjoy seeing Anastasia's relationship with food improve. Like, it's so beautiful to read about. Like, I haven't really read anything with that topic in it. Just seeing her progress is amazing. Like, I really connect to her character, so it's really nice to feel that. I really love that Anastasia has such good people around her, because obviously she has this awful friendship with Aaron that you wouldn't even really call a friendship. Like, it's just disgusting how he treats her. I'm just really glad that Nate and the team treat her so good and are so good to her. Like, she has all these friends, and then she also has Nate, which I just think is so beautiful. The gift scene just made me so emotional, because why are they both just the most thoughtful people in the world, especially Nathan? Like, I got so emotional because of how cute they are. Why am I like this? Why am I such an emotional person? It's a lot later now, it's like 2 in the morning, but I have just finished Icebreaker, the last 30 pages, and I really enjoyed this book. The ending was really cute. I really enjoyed the representation in this book, and like I said, it was very spicy, which I actually really enjoyed. Usually I like spice, but only if the relationship has substance. Like, I find that in a couple books, if it is just a lot of spice, there's no substance to the couple apart from attraction. Whereas with these two, there is so much emotional and great. It's just a great relationship, basically, and you can really connect with the characters. I extremely connected to Anastasia, as I said earlier, and I love that there's representation of eating disorders and bad relationships with food, therapy, and yeah, I just love the representation as well of like having pressure on you, and there's representation of like being adopted. There's loads of stuff in this that is so great. I am going to be giving this book a 4.5 stars. Look how many quotes I've had to dog ear for my journal, so that just says it all, how much I love these two. And again, Nathan is just the sweetest boy ever. Might be my favourite book boyfriend, to be honest. Hi, so it is Thursday now, and I am going to be starting 1,000 Boy Kisses. By the way, please ignore how shiny my face is. I've had to put loads of cream on because my skin is having a moment. We've got a lot of eczema. But yeah, I am about to start 1,000 Boy Kisses. This is basically a very emotional story from what I know. It's about 2 people that grew up together as children, and then they got together when they were teenagers, I'm pretty sure, from reading the back. But then Rune, one of the characters, ends up getting sent away to his native Norway, and then I think they end up reuniting, but Rune isn't the same person he was when he left. So Poppy's like trying to figure out like what's going on, like why is he acting like this, sort of thing. And then whilst all this is going on, Poppy is keeping a secret from Rune, and I'm assuming it's a very sad secret. It's already Thursday, and I want to try and get 3 books into this video, and I am going away at the weekend, so I'm going to be adding 2 extra days onto this from next week, just because I can't read Sunday or Monday because I am going to a concert, which I am going to be vlogging. I don't know which video is going to go up first, but yeah, I don't know why I chose to film this video this week. I guess I was just in the mood for romance, and it was Valentine's on Tuesday, but I've got a busy week. But I can, as long as it's 7 days, it doesn't really matter. I love this book already, and I'm only on chapter 2, page 24. This is such a beautiful book. I didn't cry at that really sad scene in chapter 1, which I'm kind of shocked that I didn't cry. I got emotional, but I didn't cry. That was really sad, and I wasn't expecting it to be sad straight away, to be honest. So I have a feeling this book's going to get very deep. I love them so much. Like, I don't want this to be sad, because I feel like they're not going to end up together. I'm getting emotional thinking about it, and I'm only on page 38. They are so beautiful. Like, they're such a beautiful couple. How could they do this to me? They know how much I need Poppy. Rune, why are you doing this to me? The way he loves her so much and she loves him so much. Hi, so it is a lot better now. I am right now on page 48. I have the best company right now. I have my little doggy. She's so cute. But yeah, gonna read now. This boy is amazing. He's amazing. Even though he is also very upset right now, he's been so reassuring to her. It's just the sweetest thing ever. He's leaving. Oh, this book is so emotional. Page 113 and whispering to my boyfriend is literally right next to me asleep. Her big secret. Oh my god. This is such a sad book, you guys. I haven't cried yet, which I'm really surprised. I've got teary-eyed, but I haven't actually full cried. But that just made my heart absolutely sink, reading that. The way it just came out as well was just so freaking sad. I'm not even halfway through the book yet. Oh, I'm not prepared for the ending. I'm really not prepared. It's so cute when they bring up past memories. Like, I really like that in this book because it makes you feel more connected to the characters, and I am extremely connected to them. Also, I've started doing this again, which I don't love, but annotating it while I'm reading kind of distracts me from the book, so I've just decided to do this, and then I'm gonna go through it when I'm done. But I hate this so much. It really irks me. I have finished reading for now. I'm on page, let me check, I'm on page 152. I was hoping to finish this today, but I underestimated how long this would actually take me to read. So it is the next night now. My boyfriend's asleep next to me, so I'm trying to be quiet. But I'm gonna update. I am now on chapter 11. I haven't got too much left. I really love seeing Rune and Owen's relationship develop after, obviously Rune has changed a lot since losing Poppy for all those years, well, 2 years. And he just didn't really have a relationship with his brother, so I think it's really beautiful to see their relationship develop. But I find it really sweet how Rune is trying so hard for her, trying so hard to be happy, to be okay with everything that's happening. She just wants things to be normal, and obviously things can't be normal, so Rune's really trying his best to be happy around her and to be smiling, and he also just wants her to be happy. Like, he thrives for her to be happy, so he's trying his best to like do all these things that will make her happy. It's the sweetest thing. I love how positive Poppy is. Like, despite everything she's going through, it is so inspiring to read how strong she is. Like, she is just wanting to live her life. I just really admire that about her character. Her character is one of the best characters ever written, in my opinion. Yeah, that is all my updates. Sorry for doing them all in one go. But chapter 11 now, and hopefully gonna finish this tonight, but I'm not gonna pressure myself. I've been pressuring myself a lot to finish this book, but I've realised because this book is such a deep book, it is a bit of a slow read. Obviously it's not a goofy romance like the usual things that I read, so it is very new to me. But yeah, I am really enjoying it, and I'm hoping to read more books like this. I'm gonna stop reading for now. I've only got a little bit left. If you can see, I don't know if it's gonna focus. I've got like, I think like 60 to 70 pages left, which isn't too bad. So I'm gonna finish this tomorrow because it is 3 AM. Probably said sad in this part of the video so many times, but this book is very freaking sad. And it's so sad when you're reading the happy moments because you're like, this isn't gonna last, and if you've read the book you know what's gonna happen, and you just like, you enjoy it, and then you think about what's gonna happen, and then you're like, never mind, and you get really sad. Hi, so it is Saturday now, and I'm going to be finishing 1,000 Boy Kisses, and I'm excited to finally be finishing this book. I'm preparing myself to tears because I don't think it's going to be a happy ending. I mean, how can it be a happy ending? Like, if you read this book, how can this have a happy ending? I don't know. He's getting sick now, and it's I'm not gonna sob, I won't let myself sob. Oh my god, this book really hurts my heart because as someone who has had cancer, reading this book makes me realise how lucky I am to still be here. I could have never been here, so reading this makes me feel really, really lucky and grateful that I am still here, because this is the reality for a lot of people, and it's really hitting me hard when I read it because the story is so beautiful. I'm on the last 35 pages, chapter 15, and I'm really, really scared because I know it's about to get really sad, because yeah, I'm not going to spoil, but yeah, it is about to get pretty damn sad. Even though this whole book is sad, this is definitely going to be the worst bit. It's the first time I've full on cried at this book. From what I've seen, everyone else has cried at has absolutely broke down over this book at the first scene, but this is the one that's really hit me. I'm about to read the epilogue, and I feel like it's going to be a sad epilogue, so we'll see. Or hopefully a happy one though. That epilogue, oh my god. It's like a bittersweet ending. I'm going to take a minute and then I'll be back with updates. 1,000 Boy Kisses. Defo a 5-star read. This was absolutely amazing. Felt so many emotions while reading this. It was so beautifully written. You really felt what these characters were feeling while reading it. It's so beautiful because they really needed each other. Like, Rune needed her just as much as she needed him. And I found that so beautiful. Like, they helped each other in so many ways. The way it all rounded up as well was beautiful. Sad, but beautiful. And the things that Rune did for her and the things that she did for him, just amazing. Like, so amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed this book, even though I was sad during all of it. I don't mind that. I like books that make me feel emotions, so this was a great book. Thank you to Nicole for making me feel so many emotions while reading this, and for getting me really attached to Poppy and Rune. I love their relationship. Hi, so it is Thursday of the next week now, and I'm going to be starting my last book of this video. I am really sorry that it wasn't all done in one full week, but at least it's still 7 days of reading, so it still counts as the challenge, right? But the next book I'm going to be reading is better than the movies, and I have actually already started it. I've read the first chapter and I'm now on chapter 2, and I'm really enjoying it already. This book, I don't fully know what it's about yet, and all I really know is it's very rom-com-y, and it's about... Let's just read the back of it, why don't we? Liz Buxbaum, I'm definitely not saying that right, has always known that Wes Bennet was not boyfriend material. You would think that her next door neighbour would be a prime candidate for her romantic comedy fantasies, but Wes has only proven himself to be a pain in the butt. Ever since they were little, Wes was the kid who put a frog in her Barbie dream house, the monster who hid a long, gnome severed head in her little homemade neighbourhood book exchange. Why am I so bad at reading out loud? It's Liz's senior year, a time meant to be rife with milestones, perfect for any big screen, and she needs Wes's help. See, Liz's forever crush Michael has just moved back to town, and horribly annoyingly, he's hitting it off with Wes, meaning that if Liz wants Michael to finally notice her and hopefully be her prom date, she needs Wes. He's her in, but as Liz and Wes scheme to get Liz her magical prom moment, she's shocked to discover that she actually likes being around Wes, and as they continue to grow closer, she must re-examine everything she thought she knew about love, and rethink her own perception of what happily ever after should really look like. This sounds really fun, and it sounds like a nice comedy read to read, which I need after the last book that I read, because that was a very depressing book. So I'm excited to have one that's going to make me smile and giggle, and I'm excited to see Wes and Liz develop into more, because right now while reading they do not like each other at all. They are very much not really enemies, they're more just frenemies. I'm now on page 78 and I absolutely adore Liz and Wes. I love their dynamic, it's so fun, and I love how Wes gives like little hints that he does actually watch rom-coms. I don't know if he does or not, or if he just knows things about them, but he does make a lot of references, which I'm really enjoying, because it shows that they do have some kind of similarities. They are very different people, but I think that's why they have such a fun dynamic at the same time. You can tell that they're kind of starting to enjoy being in each other's company. What I really enjoy about this book is there is a lot of references to old rom-com films. There's been Pretty Woman, there's been 10 Things I Hate About You, which are To All the Boys I've Loved Before. There's quite a few that I do know in this and a few that I don't know. That's a cool concept as well, because somehow it makes you feel more connected to Liz, because you know that she loves these movies. And then also I like that it has a lot of references to songs as well. I haven't read a book like this where there's a lot of references, and I just think it adds to the book and makes it feel more personal. I did say I enjoy deep books, but I do think I do enjoy rom-coms more, because they're more fun to read in my opinion. I feel like you have to think more when you're reading like deep books, whereas with this you don't really have to think, you just enjoy it. Yeah, I do like my deep books, but there's something about rom-com books that just hit, and this one is really hitting. I'm now on chapter 5 and I can already tell that this scene is going to remind me of The Duff, which I haven't watched The Duff in so long, but when she goes to the mall with the guy and he's like trying to change her fashion and stuff, that was such a fun scene, and I'm excited to read this. And yeah, I wanted to update because it really reminded me of The Duff, and I now want to watch The Duff after I finish reading this book. Hi, so it is Friday now, and I actually read quite a bit of Better Than the Movies yesterday. I don't know why I didn't update. I think I was just really enjoying the book and completely forgot to update. I'm up to page 190, which I did stop in the middle of a chapter. I know that's very annoying, but I am up to a bit that's really cute. Things are starting to get a bit more deeper between Liz and Wes, which I love when that happens in books. This is definitely a bit of a slow burn, but it don't feel like a slow burn because the book is such a fast-paced read. Sometimes I don't enjoy slow burns if the book is slow, but this isn't. The slow burn between them is so good because of their dynamic. I love the dynamic between them so much. And I have wrote down a couple notes. Right, so the last update I gave you was to do with the shopping scene. I absolutely ate that scene up. It was so sweet. Loved it so much, and yeah, I love corny little scenes like that. I know they're so predictable and so corny, but they're great. Another thing I've really enjoyed in this book is how naive Liz is, which usually I don't enjoy when characters are naive, but I really enjoy Liz's character. Like, she's just constantly trying to deny the fact that she is attracted to Wes, that she likes Wes, and it's just enjoyable to read. Wes's character, absolutely adore him. I can tell he's going to be a great book boyfriend already, and I just love him because he always notices like small little details about Liz. He's very sweet to her, even though he does have this jokey corny banter with her, like teasing her and stuff, which is so fun. He still is always attentive to her needs. One thing I will say, is this book predictable? Yeah. Is it corny? Yeah. But am I eating it up? Yes, I freaking am. The writing in this book, I am really enjoying it. I have been annotating it, and I'm enjoying annotating it. I actually can annotate and concentrate on the book. I think it's just because the last book I was reading was a bit too deep to be annotating it and reading it, but this one's pretty easy to do that with. I am about halfway through now, as you can see, and I'm going to try and finish this today, which I think I will, because there is only this little chunk left, and it shouldn't take me too long. So let's get into it and let's finish this amazing book. Chapter 10 has a 10 Things I Hate About You reference, which is one of my favourite rom-coms. But mostly, I hate the way I don't hate you. Not even close. Not even a little bit. Not even at all. I love that quote so much. It's one of the best from the movies. Yeah, I just had to add this in because I love that movie and I love that it's referenced in this book. She's finally admitting it to herself. Oh my god. Finally, we're on bloody page 240. Finally. Oh my god. I love it so much. And I really love Liz and Wes. Like, this is definitely going to be a 5-star. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's just amazing. I wasn't expecting it to be a 5-star, to be honest, because I thought it was going to be really corny. Which it is corny, but corny in a good way. Like, there's bad corny and there's good corny. This is good corny. Oh, my bun is so bad. Ignore that. I don't know what's going on here. But I just read chapter 16 and we found out a lot of stuff about Wes and his crush on Liz, and oh my god, that's the sweetest thing ever, and it just adds to their story even more. I love that so much. I'm not going to say what it is, obviously. And I also love that we're seeing Liz and Helena's relationship develop more and more. I think that's really sweet, because obviously Liz does struggle with that, but it is nice to see her develop these relationships. I just finished Better Than the Movies, and wow, I had such a fun time reading this. I am going to be giving it a 5-star because I just enjoyed these two's relationship so much. Liz and Wes are so freaking cute. I love them so much, and I just wish I had more of them. Like, I want another book, but I'm probably not gonna get it. I love these two so much, and I really want more of their relationship. This also would be such a good movie. Like, we need this book to be a movie. But I'm going to grab the other books and we'll do a whole roundup of all the books I read in this video. So the first book I read was Icebreaker, which I really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 4.5 stars. It was so good, and Nate is still one of the best book boyfriends to exist. The second book I read was 1,000 Boy Kisses, which I did originally give a 5-star, but I am going to give it a 4.5 star because it doesn't feel like a 5-star read to me. Even though I really enjoyed it, it made me feel so many emotions. I don't know what it is, it's just not a 5-star for me. But it is a very, very high 4-star because it was such a great book. It was really well executed. The love story between the two characters in this book is absolutely beautiful. I think all it was is some parts were just a bit slow for me, so that is the only reason why I'm giving it a 4.5. This book has made me realise what a 5-star should feel like, and this is a 5-star book. Same with The Love Hypothesis, just where you're sitting down, you're eating it up, you're enjoying it, you just can't stop reading. That is what this book gave me. So Better Than the Movies, as I've said, is a 5-star book. I can't get over this book now. I'm not going to stop thinking about it. It's a very, very successful video. I thoroughly enjoyed every single book that I read. And I'm really happy, but I definitely need to read something that isn't romance now. Such a successful video. We didn't have any bad books in this video, which I wasn't really expecting any of these to be bad. Like, from the reviews, all of these have great reviews, and they really excelled my expectations. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll probably do more videos like this. This was super fun. You can expect a lot of reading vlogs from me and things like that. I will see you all in the next video. I love you all. Bye.